phases of IDP at the top. I'll not walk through all of them, but the first phase is document classification. So for example, this is a mortgage loan application processing platform that we have built. And we have 7 documents here. We don't know what these documents are unless you open them. So for example, if you open this document, it's a URLA or a loan application. So yeah, you can open these documents manually and look at it, but think about hundreds and thousands of loan applications. There's simply not enough resources available to click through each document and figure out which is what. So the first step in the process is to classify them. So we go to the next phase, which is document classification. And here you can see Amazon Comprehend performing document classification, and it has labeled the documents appropriately. So for example, the second document was labeled as an HOA statement. So you can look at it, it's a HOA statement. Of course, we made up this document. This is a mortgage note, and Comprehend was trained to detect a mortgage note, so it was able to detect and label this document as a mortgage note. Now, for the first one, Amazon Comprehend did detect it as a bank statement, but its confidence score is low, which is why it was marked as review required. So this is to ensure that the service is doing the classification properly. It is indeed a bank statement, so we are good here. We don't need to take any action. But if Comprehend labeled it incorrectly, we can select the correct label from the list and apply it to that document. So this is how document classification automation is done. And the next step in the process is essentially extracting information from the documents. So the first step is essentially extracting tables from the bank statement. We have a number of tables in this document, as you can see here. This is the first table, and it has extracted the information. It is highlighted over here. If you scroll to the right, you will see other tables. This is the second table that was extracted from the document. The next document we'll see is we'll apply query to the document. So let's highlight this. And these are some of the questions that we have asked Amazon TextRack to provide answers from the document itself. So we asked what is the property address, and TextRack was able to identify the address of the property. What is the HOA transfer fee? TextRack was also able to identify. Now you see these bounding boxes. This is also something that Amazon TextRack is generating, so it gives you that geometry information so that you can highlight the text for a human reviewer, for example. In this case, we can visualize the data that was extracted from the document. This is the third example of a key value pair. So on the left side, you can see that it's a form, and it's a fairly complex form. It has a lot of fields. And on the right side, you see these key value pairs that was extracted from the documents, the lender case number and the value of the case number. You have the agency case number, and then you have these scores. So TextRack gives you scores for each of those labels and the values. And you can do more evaluation on them. You can look at those 4 values and send to a human for review. So I'll switch gears and I'll quickly move over to our GenAI use case. This is a demo that we built with Amazon BedRock, and we built this demo in just about 4.5 hours, to be very honest. It was a really quick implementation by us, and it uses Amazon TextRack to extract the text from the document that you see on your left. And on the right side, we have a chat panel where we can ask questions. So let's say we ask question, what is the patient's name? And after thinking for some time, it'll respond back with with a text. But this is not all that impressive. Yeah, the text is there, the model can answer a question. But here are some other things that you can do. Give me. So it can generate, so the document is in English, but the model was able to summarize the discharge summary text and translate it into French. You can do that with any language. I've tested it with Bengali, Marathi, Japanese, and Chinese. So for example, and in this case, we did not fine-tune our foundation model. This is directly used from Amazon BedRock. We have used a few short examples and instructed the model to generate these responses. So we didn't do any specialized training on it. Just a few examples on how to give us the response, and the model is able to give us this response. So this is the demo. We'll switch back to our slide.